Hello there. Good evening. Are we ready? Let's do this. Hi, John. Good evening. How is everybody doing today? How is the sound? Oh, good. Tell me, you guys, if you can hear me properly, if you can hear me loudly, clearly. Right. Okay, let's do this. I'm ready, you guys. Everybody ready? Hello, good evening. Hey, John, how's it going, mate? Great video, by the way, on the Gothic fragrances. I enjoyed that. You're lucky no ghost jumped on you. So I don't know about you guys, but I am so super excited to have Livia Rus on here. So, and I think you guys have spoken quite a bit. Hi, Monde. Hi, Kehindi. Kehindi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, pardon me if I'm not, but you guys, I'm ready. Waiting for our guest to come in. It's good, but then, John, it's too early. It's only 5 o'clock. I'll probably have a bit something to warm me up. You know what? It is quite cold. And John, we did have a bit of snow earlier, but before I could even go out, take some pictures, it stopped. And now we just do not. Yes, you pronounce it properly. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad. Yes, so we did have some snow, but it wasn't enough for me to even go out or take pictures. Shame. But oh well, it is what it is. I'm trying to adjust my dress at the bottom. So waiting for our guest to come on in. And as you would imagine, because I'll be talking to Livia and London's not easy snow. You're right, mate. Absolutely. It was just a tease. It was just a tease. And you know, when we thought, oh, let it snow a bit, we can go out. That should be nice. By the time we did that, waited, Richie, even the little bit that had fallen had melted away. This is my scent of the day, you guys. In case you haven't guessed what I'll be wearing, the Emperor, a gorgeous tobacco lovers. You want to check this out. Gorgeous tobacco, lovely sweet tobacco. I'm enjoying this fragrance very, very much. And I can't wait for Livia. I see Livia is here with us. So, yes. Hi, Livia. So, yes, for those not familiar with Livia Rus, she's the brand owner of Livia Rus Perfumes and she hails out of Romania. And we are glad to have her on the show because, as you guys know, our fragrance, the Emperor, is one of my favorite. Actually, it is now my favorite tobacco fragrance in my collection. Enjoying that fragrance, and of course, done by the nose none other than Miguel Matos. So, what else? Let's hear it from Livia. Make some virtual noise for Livia Rus.
Good evening to everyone. I'm so pleased to be here. Hi, Miya, and I want to say hello to all of your followers and to everyone that is listening to us. First of all, I would just like to ask something on you, to have the patience to listen to me, and especially to be allowed to understand that English is not my native language. So if I will do some mistakes, please apologize me from the beginning, okay?
Livia Rus, you sound amazing. And you know what? I actually admire you that you can express yourself fluently. So, in English, it's nice to be multilingual. I wish to learn another language, and you are doing great. Your English is fantastic. So, let's get into this. Please, Livia, would you introduce yourself? Tell us something about you to the audience.
Well, my name is Livia Rus, as you know. I'm just launched in this industry. Let me say it like this. I'm new in it, and everything it started in the summer of 2020 when I decided that I just wanted to wear like my own perfume that would bear my signature and represent me. So I don't know if I should tell you also something about my me as a person.
Yes,
The,
please.
the perfume industry is not actually my field of activity. I'm a jurist. I finished the law school, so let me say that it's more just like a passion for me and not my main field of activity. I'm not a specialist in this, but I do it with all my heart. I'm also activating in agriculture, so you will ask yourself maybe what is with all this that I present to you. But the Tarot Fragrance collection was born out of a dream. So this is
Wow.
how I arrived here today.
I'm curious, Livia, when you say the tarot collection was born out of a dream, and I'm thinking, I mean, just the word tarot itself, I can't help but think about the tarot cards. Was it that maybe you into maybe cards, things like that, or you saw a card and you thought, oh my gosh, it's telling me I have to do something, and then you went out and did it. Is that what happened?
Well, the 22 major arcana cards from the tarot represents, as everybody knows, life's karmic and spiritual lessons. So, because I was from a long time, let me say from few years, I was on this path of self-development. I thought that it will represent a nice self-awareness to put this into a metaphor, let me say like this, to
Wow.
find a way to put in small bottles kind of magic from the various
Amazing.
from the
Sorry,
very
sorry, sorry, Livia. As you are talking there, I'm a bit disturbed. Not disturbed. I'm a bit distracted. Can I just say your lipstick is wow? I love
Oh
it.
my God.
Gorgeous.
Thank you
Sorry,
so much.
carry on. Fangirling over here. It's a gorgeous lipstick.
I
Sorry,
can
I
share
do
the
I do
secret.
appreciate and enjoy lipsticks, and when I see a good one, I notice a good one.
Okay.
Wow.
As a secret between us, the woman, I will share it with you. So it's from Yves Saint
Oh,
Laurent. I
wow.
don't want to.
Oh, Livia.
Okay.
Livia, richly, that is my favorite brand for
Really?
lipsticks and
Okay.
MAC. Yes, look,
I
they
will
are
share
all
with you.
YSLs. Yes,
Oh,
I love YSLs. Anyway, let's carry on with fragrances.
yes.
Before we carry
Thank
on,
you.
can I just say a quick welcome to everyone in the chat? I see Scott is in the chat, John is in the chat, we got Nigel in the chat, Monde in the chat. So, Ike, the late gamer, thank you everyone for being here. Hold off for your questions at the minute. I'll be asking questions in a bit, but let's carry on. Welcome everyone. Right, please, Lydia, carry on.
Well, so as I said, you asked me to say something about me, and maybe you are expecting to say something about the brand.
Yes.
I will say that actually I never thought and I never had into my intention to be a brand.
Wow.
I never saw myself like this. I'm just my purpose actually was to serve, and what I mean by this is the fact that I never intended to create something like to be recognized as a brand, but rather I intended to give to the world something authentic of who I am. Because
Wow.
I told you when we spoke to each other a bit earlier that I started a bit with this path of self development. And I really have this personal belief that I am the spirit behind the brand because
Absolutely. Absolutely. I could not agree more.
if you want to offer to the world a little bit of the beauty that you reap out of the world, then this is the way that you can serve somehow. And this is what I also intended to create emotions. That was my biggest idea, to create emotions.
Amazing. And I can just testify and say, in that respect, Livia, you've achieved that because when I smelled your fragrance, and it's quite interesting because I looked at the packaging and I said to Flavius, I said, Flavius, I love this packaging. I love the presentation and everything about this fragrance. And he said to me, Livia did all the packaging by herself, that she put a lot of effort into. And for everyone watching, in case you are not familiar, this is what we are talking about. So, her fragrance comes in this box like so, and it does open up like so, and you've got this card on the side and the fragrance sits on here. And I thought, wow, they did think about it. And even the mission statement about the fragrance, everything that you've written on here, I'm trying to find my camera, on there and as well on there.
Yeah, so
So this is quite amazing.
those are the two cards that we have today. Well, can
Yes,
find my camera also and do it. We need more practice.
that's it. So we've got that and that. So this, so in the collection at the moment, Livia is got two fragrances, and from the two fragrances, each comes as shishon with a card, and it tells you the inspiration for the fragrance. So yeah, amazing stuff, Livia. Congratulations, well done.
Thank
I
you.
am very curious. How has it been to launch a brand in 2020? Because everybody knows this has been quite a tough year, and some businesses have even failed to survive. Some businesses have gone under. So, how has it been for you? What has been the reception about the brand and as well just in fragrance in general? Because I think what you're doing is amazing. One, for a woman fragrance brand owner, and as well out of Romania, because most people, when they are thinking about fragrances, a lot of things that come to mind is first Italian fragrances, for example, French fragrances, of course, British fragrances, and then Romanian fragrance from a woman. This is an achievement. Well done. So, how has it been for you?
Thank you for the question, Mia. Well, it was a challenging, let me say like this, because first of all, the whole year of 2020 was by itself something new for everyone. It came with these new restrictions that nobody had been before in it. So also to launch it, this collection was almost impossible for us. That's why we did not had an event, or we don't even want it to create one, just in order to respect all the rules and to follow the restrictions that everybody spoke about. Um, well, I really don't know how to put it in short words. It was challenging. That's the main
I
word
can
that I can.
imagine. But you know what? You're still standing. You're still standing. You're here. So, congratulations. Just
Thank you
keep
so much.
going. Keep going.
I had the support of a lot of people, which are very important to me. Also, your support, which counts a
Yeah,
lot. And
you're
also,
very welcome.
I had a joke with Flavius, to whom I said yesterday that he's the godfather of the brand, and he said, "Don't tell this to the people." I say, "Why not? Because it is like this."
I mean, Fragrance, whether you like it or not, yes, you have. Because I mean, had it not been for Frevius, I would have not known about your brand, because it was Frevius who introduced this fragrance to us. Actually, he was on here when I spoke to him, and he spoke about your fragrance, and he said you should try it. And I thought, why not? I would love to try it, and I love the sound of that. And you know what? When I tried it, I was just like, OMG, this is stunning. And I'm wearing it even now, and it's
Thank
a
you so
gorgeous fragrance,
much.
and my husband loves it. And this is where what we are talking about. Did I put it in the box? I did. So anyone, and I did initial impressions on this fragrance, and this is a personalized bottle as well, so
Yes,
very special, and it's just a gorgeous. I love the
I'm
presentation,
so
simple,
proud. I'm
elegant.
so proud
So
that you have
yeah,
it. For me, it means really a lot. So, as I said, everything was challenging, first of all, because it was a field unknown to me. So, I
absolutely.
repositioned myself from being a perfume consumer to being a manufacturer, actually. Of course, I did not did everything by myself, as I said, but this
Yeah,
implies certain responsibility when you manufacture something and you want to present it to your customers. Because I always had this belief that I just want to create the best for the best. That's
absolutely.
my intention.
And you've managed that. I'm very curious, Livia, for the emperor. Was it that you had the ingredients in mind before? What came first, the name or the ingredients? Or what inspired you to make a tobacco fragrance?
Well, I will tell it immediately. First of all, I've imagined just one perfume. I did not had the idea to come with a collection, but after I tested some samples that I had from Miguel, was well, I was conquered of all these smells, and I've always imagined in my mind like a business club, because I'm coming out of this field. So I always wanted to have contact with people that
So to
are
say,
leading you to the idea of power, of strength, of force. So the emperor conveyed to me to exactly to this idea of masculinity, flavor, elegance, sex appeal. It was invoking. I did not had the name in my mind, but then after I went back home and by mistake I saw the tarot deck of of cards, I say to myself, well, this should be maybe the name of of this.
the
So that's how I
collection.
inspired myself. It is the emperor. It is an arti, sorry. Uh,
No, carry on. Please
I'm
take your
I'm very
time.
I'm very emotional in this moment because I
It's
told
your
you
baby, of
I'm
course
so
you would
nervous.
be.
It's created by Miguel Matos, and as I say to you, in my mind, it was a metaphor of masculinity in its most charming light, which derives from trust, authentic kindness. I wanted to be irresistible and
Yes, it is
um,
irresistible. And
yeah.
oh my gosh, the performance, Livia, amazing. Like this fragrance, you wear it, next day it's there. Like you need to wash for it to go away, but it's so beautiful and you just enjoy. And it's one of those you sample it, you constantly are going. Because every time you just want to take it in, just take it in. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Um,
This is the work of Miguel Matos, which I have to thank him for his art, because he's really an artist in this. So that's why I said all these characteristics combined with other elements that I had in my head, they made me want to find a name that comes to the measure of the smell.
Amazing. Amazing. And you know what? As you were talking about, you wanted it to be sexy, masculine, appealing. It does all those things. But can I just say to the women out there, Do not be put off to think, oh, it's masculine. You want to try it because this is a gorgeous, sweet fragrance. You want to smell it. And
I
it's
know
one of those, if you wear it to a club, I'm telling everyone is just going to be flocking to you. Like, you sound so good. Can I just, stand next to you just so that I can smell you?
I've never had in my mind the idea to create a perfume for a woman for a man because I really believe in the idea of unisex. You understand?
Absolutely.
I think that we cannot really be defined by these types of you're a man, I'm a woman. We are all also we have all in us also man and also woman. It's all about the energy, the masculine and the feminine energy. So if you know what I mean, then nobody will
Absolutely.
judge you if you have the courage to wear a perfume that is strong or that has these elements of masculinity, because maybe you really have days when you need to be more empowered, more masculine, more I don't know, because it's everything about emotions and how do you feel when you wear a perfume. I said in a
Absolutely.
article that I wrote by myself that in my mind or in my idea, the perfume it's really like a statement, like a declaration of power, of love, of strength, of everything that you need to be in that day.
Absolutely. I could not agree more, Livia, because myself, I think everyone who follows me who's on here or Instagram, they know this. I do not have a barrier when it comes to fragrances, what is masculine, what is feminine. I wear everything that I like. If I like it, it does not matter that it's got a man's label on it. I wear it. I don't even care to. I'm never even thinking about this is masculine or not when I'm sampling. I just want to sample, and if I like how it smells, I will wear it. Simple as that.
That's a great state
So
of mind, first of all.
absolutely. Yes, exactly. And yes, like you said, there are sometimes I just want a nice, calm, maybe feminine, I don't know, flowers or I don't know, just something. And then there are other times when I need a kick, in the back. Then I'll go for something beast mode and yes. So lovely stuff. I'm very curious, Livia. Are you going to be adding more fragrances to this collection, especially?
Of course, my intention is to complete the collection with the rest of the cards. I'm following the idea of completing it with 22 cards from the Magic
Amazing.
Arcana.
Oh, we
So
are in for a treat then.
because
Lots
it's
to
a
look forward
it's a
to.
work in progress. Of course, it's a work that it's a project actually that I'm looking forward to complete it in few years. I don't want to make it too difficult for nobody. I want that we are doing it step by step, and also I just want to choose the right samples and the right fragrances for the ideas that I have into my mind and for the idea of the characteristics that represents every card.
Amazing. That sounds amazing. And I'm glad. I think maybe we'll be having releases from you every year for the foreseeable future. So
Of course.
good luck with that. Very best
So
wishes.
much. Thank you so
Right.
much.
I'm curious, Lydia, because you did say that fragrances were to even start a brand wasn't what you intended because you started off in other field, and you did talk about having studied law, but I know you're not practicing. And then you did talk about being in agricultural and farming. Does that have an effect, or does that inspire you in what is going to come up next?
Yes, actually, everything inspires me from the nature. For me, the farming was really a great opportunity to find also myself and to discover a lot of characteristics in myself, a lot of strength, a lot of opportunities to learn lessons,
Yeah.
also in the field of what matters business, but also on the field of growing a new person in me. So yes, I'm really looking to I'm trying to find the right word to put it in a phrase. I'm looking to pay respect back to what I'm doing. You understand? Because
Absolutely.
in my mind everything goes to this. That's actually every day we are all farmers, you know. Every day we plant seeds and then we grab the fruit that we seed it, you know. But it's a very nice phrase that says that the day that you plant the seed is not also the day that you are going to eat the fruit. So you have to be careful how you carry on and how you are taking care of your farming.
Absolutely. I could not agree. I totally agree with you there, Livia. Every day we are planting a seed, and we have to be cautious of what it is that we are putting out there, because basically what you are putting out there is what you will get back. So always try, be a good person, do good, and good shall follow you too. Beautiful words and so very true. Very true. Yes. Now John just agrees there that beautiful words and so very. I saw Jesse saying I love you. Ah, thank you so much, Jesse, and I'm glad you're here watching. Thank you for your support. Yes. And of course, John. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can cultivate in in the safety of our home, isn't it? I'm gonna drink some water. Right. Carrying
Also,
on. Sorry.
farming is also a metaphor that I'm using it for the idea that we just don't cultivate seeds of really grain or corn or whatever. We also cultivate our own thoughts every day. So that's more also about this. But as
Absolutely.
I said, if we must come back to our subject that is about the fragrances that we speak about, my intention was to really cultivate in the people the idea of well-being, because I really believe that if we are in the state of well-being, then everything around you changes. You know, it's changing from the way you see the things, from the way you think, from the way
Absolutely.
your attitude is touched by wearing a nice fragrance. Doesn't matter which one you like it. I really have this idea that a good fragrance can change really your state of mind, your mood also.
I could not agree more. I mean, there are even fragrances I have which I wear, especially. I go to them if I'm having kind of a bad day, a hard day. I go to a certain fragrance because I just want that comfort. That comfort. Fragrances. There are fragrances I buy not because I want to go out to smell nice. There are fragrances I buy especially for myself, for
Because
my
they
own.
support you. No, you don't feel.
Absolutely.
For me, I'm going to say now something maybe funny, but for me, if I have a good fragrance that is onto my skin, I feel like I have my mentor next to me always, because it's really
Absolutely.
lifting my spirit, you know. And then I feel like I'm more empowered. And if I have a tough day or a rough moment in my life, or if I have to negotiate something and I have to be strong, I'm really helping myself also with wearing and choosing to wear a strong fragrance, or doesn't mean not just to be strong, but to be a fragrance that is going to support you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, as you say, a fragrance that's going to support you. I mean, there are days when it's so, for example, some days it's just cold, it's just not a nice day. And you walk out, you're like, I need a fragrance that's going to accompany me on my journey outside. And you go to that. And fragrances are just amazing because the the emotions you get from wearing something simple that's in a bottle, and you're gonna remember how you were feeling when you were wearing that. I find that quite amazing, and I believe the sense of smell is the most strongest of all the senses.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
yes, so
Somebody really said that a perfume is really like a liquid emotion, and I really like that.
absolutely. I love that idea too. I love that idea. Amazing. Carrying on. So, I see we've got a few more people in the chat. Kat is here. Paul is here. Hi, Paul. Hi, Kat.
To say
And
hello
everyone
to
is just
everyone.
saying hello and agreeing with the chat as we were going on. And there is suit of armor, a very aphrodisiac and all. Amazing. Absolutely, John. Couldn't agree more. Moving on. Livia, how are you doing? Are you okay to carry on?
Yes, of course. I'm just calming down now. I feel like I'm a bit.
Relax. You are in good company. It's a lovely audience here, so you are in good
I feel it
company.
really, and I just want to say and to thank everyone for having the patience to listen to us.
Thank you for being here with us. Let's carry on because I know, other than fragrances, you've been working on other things which will be coming up this year, I believe, isn't it? So, could you tell us a little bit more about what's coming up?
Well, before I tell you more of the secrets that I did not share yet too much with everyone,
Yeah,
I wanted also to tell you about the other tarot card, which is the Empress,
of
because
course.
I really feel that I have to mention this because I really love it also. The Empress is more about emotion and sensuality and power. It's really something else than the. It's kind of in the mirror with the emperor because the emperor really says to you that I'm here, I'm in the power, but the empress, it's really coming with more sensuality. And it's very funny that I had really a lot of men that said that they feel better with this perfume, which really intrigued me because most of them they choose the tobacco, and the woman they was more inclined to choose the empress. But I really liked to see also this feedback from few men that choose to wear this card. uh,
Yeah,
and also I feel that it's more it's more a feminine energy that comes from the empress, but also a man needs this kind of energy to carry on. And when I choose this perfume, I just felt that it's something more refined about, and it's more elegant and more it's that kind of energy, the sensuality. This is the name that came into my mind. And I have to thank Dario Fini for helping me to bring this to the light.
yeah,
So what I want to say more, yeah, about the other passions that I cultivate, because I'm a farmer, so I cultivate things. I
yeah.
started to pour soy candles, which I'm going to show you one of them.
Please do.
Um, well,
Gorgeous.
uh, this is from the idea of ground. If you see, well, I
Yeah,
cannot see well
yeah.
in the camera.
It
Okay.
is ceramic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's clay actually, and it's handmade.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yes. So
Gorgeous. I love it.
yes, so I really I'm on the way to create a nice collection, which is
Amazing.
going to be poured just in this type of recipes containers, which are specially made for us by a woman who is really doing just this type of containers and recipes, and they are all handmade. And this gives me more the feeling of the fact that I can offer to my clients and to my customers a full product which is handmade from the beginning till the end.
Sweetie, sit down,
So
please.
this is a work in progress.
Amazing. That is amazing. And you know, Olivia, I love candles and I'm always burning candles. So bring it on. Is
Yes,
it going to be just the one flavor or are you going to have different flavors? I mean,
I'm working on this in the idea that I first of all I started with testing a lot of flavors and a lot of fragrances, and
okay.
now I'm working to bring maybe to the light in the to complete the tarot fragrance tarot collection tarot fragrance
Wow.
collection, with fragrances that are coming from this collection. But as I told you, it's a work in progress. So I'm still doing tests.
Amazing, amazing. I look forward to that.
But
That is
the name of the collection that is about the candles is Lux Semina, which is coming from Latin and means seeds of life of light. So
sense
it's
of light.
also coming from this metaphor of farming, nature, and ground.
That is amazing. And you know what? The presentation there looks really lovely. So we do look forward to that. And I'm just impressed, Livia, with what you are doing so far. And I wish you all the best. But I want to go back to the Empress because I have smelled the Empress. I have a sample that was sent to me. Frevias sent that to me, and I know we did have this discussion when I smelled the Empress. It did remind me of one of my favorite fragrances, and this is one of these it reminded me of. It's not the exact same fragrance, there are differences. This one, the Empress, obviously has less ambroxan, and I've said this before, I think, to people who follow me. There is something in the Baccarat Rouge, which my husband doesn't like, and I think maybe it's the overdose of the ambroxan. And when he tried this, suddenly it was not irritating him. So it's like, oh my gosh, we find an option that he actually loves because it's a lovely fragrance and lasts forever, gorgeous scent. So everyone watching, if you think you don't like Baccarat Rouge, it's too sweet, you want to check this out because it's a stunner of the fragrance. I would say they are in the same ballpark, not the exact same, just in the same ballpark, but really beautiful fragrance. So congratulations. And I look forward to seeing more of these fragrances on here and on Instagram. Right, and I'm just gonna catch up on the chat as well, Olivia, because I see there's Mihaela, and she says, "Bravo, Livia, proud of you." Yes, we are very proud of Livia, and too pretty much. I know John, so like a punch. Exactly. No, the Empress is not a punch in the face. It's actually much, much nicer. Exactly. The things which, like, there's a German saying, exactly. So, you guys, you've got an option here. I would love you guys to check it out because I can assure you, you are going to love this. And I see we've got Delisa in the chat, Kat, we've got Caroline and Tabitha, and yes. So, hi everyone, and we've got Vilma in the house. Hello everyone, thank you for being here. That was six. No, it's all right, Delisa. It's good you're here. So lovely to have you. And John is saying, luckiest guy in the world. Anyway, moving on. Livia, how are you doing? Shall we carry on?
Great, for sure.
Brilliant. Livia, what I would want to ask you, but I feel like I think I've asked come say hello. Come say hello. I've got someone here and she's just where are you? There you go. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, she's gorgeous. I
She's
love
just come
her
on,
hair.
come say hello. Come say hello, Sophia. It's okay. You've disturbed enough,
Hello,
so you might as
Sophia.
well. Come, sweetie, come say hello. Now she's shy. All this time she was
She's
here.
not me.
Anyway.
I just have a cousin that she have really Madalina. She just have the same type of hair, and I really love it. She's wonderful.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, Sophia, you should not be shy. We love you.
Don't be shy, Sophie. Come say hello. She's been sat here and she's just doing things every time I'm just looking. So
Of course,
here she is.
yes.
Say hello.
No, I can't watch Sophie on TV without
So,
me.
Hello. What's going on? It wants to scare us. Okay. That's Daniel. That's Sophia. So say goodbye. Say bye and goodbye.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Daniel. Bye, Sophia. It was nice to
Thank
meet
you. You can now sit down and mommy can carry on. I apologize, but it is what it is.
you. Yeah.
Anyway, Dalisa says, love both your makeup. Ah, thank you. Look at that. Another.
Oh, she must say hello also, not?
Please, can you come and take your children? Them, come and take these children. Please, can you just be quiet? No, 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 no. Be quiet, please. Right, moving on.
That's just fine.
Sorry, you guys. Where was I? Where was I? Anyway, so as I was saying, I think that you are doing amazing things, and really, you are in good hands with Frevius, because I know he's gonna take care of business. He's gonna look after you, and it's a nice thing to have people around you supporting you. And I'm quite impressed to see what is happening with you guys, because I know the same like you and Frevius. When you are creating things for your brand, you are always involving other local artists to help in the creation of whatever it is. And it's a good thing. If I can't do something, of course I want to look for someone who can. And you are sourcing everything locally, and that's a good way to create, because then when you think about the environment, having all the materials come from locally, that is a good thing, and it's a good thing as well for the brand. So well done, all of you.
Thank you so much. That was our main idea, to support small businesses, mostly in this period, which was really tough for everyone, I think. So
Absolutely.
if we can improve ourselves with helping each other, I think this is something very nice to do.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat, and Paul said he loves candles. So I think you will have people out there looking forward to buying candles. So that is something we really look forward to, because I love candles myself, and I'm always burning a candle. And if I can match a fragrance to a candle, even better. Anything I can match with a fragrance actually is quite good for me, because then I want the house to smell as nice as I'm smelling. So
Mostly for
yes,
everyone, it's very nice to create in your house a warm feeling
absolutely.
inside, and it's actually that's how I started also to make candles, and I just wanted to make something that is natural.
Please, can you? Sorry, Livia, one second.
Sure,
Can
it's
you
just
open
fine.
the door? Can you go, please? Close the door. No, thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
They're just children.
Yes, because they thought everyone said, "Oh, so cute," so they thought they can just come and carry on.
I know.
No,
We
absolutely not.
understand them. They are curious also.
I know. Well, it can't be helped, I suppose, but yeah. So, moving on. Shall we move on to the next question?
If you have, please.
Sorry, Denisa just said working from home and kids. Oh, yes. The joys, eh? The joys of having kids at home. But it is what it is. What can we do? Um, I wanted to ask as well, with the coming fragrances in the collection, do you have a brief in mind of what you are going to look forward to create, or are you going to maybe have someone create the fragrances and sample and see what you connect with more?
My feeling is the one that is helping me to choose the fragrance, which I'm going to
Okay.
choose next. I'm just looking now. I decided to take a bit a time to settle everything down, because we planned to make an official launch, but as you see, we are not sure of nothing.
No,
So this doesn't mean that we stop working, or we stopped thinking on this project. I'm
absolutely.
looking. about we as a brand because I started to work also with my brother, which he's got also involved in the business because I'm not always having the time to manage everything by myself.
I can imagine it is a lot to manage
A
anyway.
lot. It is a lot, and as I told you in the beginning, even if I was very nervous when we started our chatting, um, it it's challenging from a lot of points of view because yeah, you want to offer the best to your clients and also to your customers. I was really paying a lot of attention to the packaging. I really did my best for the beginning. This is the best that I could do, and I just wanted to offer a nice experience. I choose to don't take bottles that they are very complicated because from my point of view, for me, it's more important that the essence inside, not the bottle. And also, I want to march on the idea of simplicity, because I think simplicity is elegant always.
Absolutely.
And
Simple elegance, exactly. And like I said, even about your bottle, it's simple, elegant, it's unique enough, it's just beautiful without being too complex. And I see the Smith girl is in the house. Hi, Claire. Thank you for being here. Livia, I wanted to ask, and this is just about the things what you have noticed. I think that maybe are you looking at fragrances differently from when you are a creator, when you have your own brand, to how you used to look at them when you were just a consumer, for example?
well, I'm looking different from the point of view that now I have this responsibility in my hands to offer a nice product, but I choose it with the same. I also put myself in the position of a consumer every day. If I'm testing something, I always think through the eyes of a consumer or through the eyes of a customer because I want to think and to make this process in my mind what the customer would think, what how should they feel, what what they think about if I want to buy this or if I don't want to buy this. This is how I choose the Emperor and the Empress because I had a lot of samples in my hands, but I just fell apart for these two. And as I said, one was from Miguel Matos, which I appreciate a lot. And
Yeah,
the other one was from Dario Fini, from whom I also have a lot of perfumes in my collection, as I have also from Miguel Matos. That's why I choose two people which I know, which I'm, let me say, in kind of relation as a customer
absolutely.
and partner.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm now curious, Livia. Is there anyone out there who you are looking forward to work with on your brand? Is there any perfumers that you would like to create for you? Anyone in mind?
well, I do not have yet somebody specifically in my mind, but of course that I'm looking to create diversification in my brand because I do not want or I'm not going to say that I will work just with one with somebody, um, what smells good to me or the scent that gives me most emotions or most good feelings or the one that is going to come closer to my idea of the next card, for example, from my collection. This one I would choose.
Amazing. Sorry, I've just seen John was going to ask a similar question to the one you just answered. So, John, you heard it. Sorry, I jumped on your tongue.
You felt it. It was in the air.
Exactly. I think we were all thinking about this question because it's always interesting.
Thank
Like,
you.
is there anyone out there who you would like or what's going on? So, thank you for
Do you have
that.
any
Sorry, John.
suggestions? Also, I'm a good listener, I would like to know also how you feel or how you see it.
Well, Claire is just asking this question. So she says,
If I'm reading tarot, yes,
yeah,
I'm learning. it's a passion. It's a passion of mine. As I told, I'm on this path of self development. So I also believe that, for example, tarot can be a tool, you know, to help yourself to understand maybe better the spiritual lessons, because they really content are contending various stages we encounter, and as we search for greater meaning and understanding in our life.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that, Livia. And myself, I don't know how to read tarot. Just if anyone,
The tarot is a storybook of our life. It's like a mirror to your soul, or like a key to your inner wisdom. You know, this is how I see it.
yeah. John has got a question, and he just the question was, would you go more into the perfumery side yourself?
Sorry, may you
So
repeat?
John is asking if you would create the fragrances in the future yourself for your
Oh,
brand.
well, this is a big challenge. I would like, and maybe I would love to, but in this moment, I don't have this type of wisdom. Let me say like this, because it's. I think it's a field where you have to be like a master. You know, it's something I can cook or I can drive a tractor today, but I'm not really having the courage to try today. I just say for today, for the present time, to start to create a perfume by myself. But why not? I'm really thinking on it in the future as I started to power soy candles, or to make other things out of my hands. I think it will be another project. Why not?
Well, I think, Livia, inevitably, and I think this is naturally what we would expect if you are already even making candles. I think you are not too far off to get to the position where you can actually just make the fragrances. You are
Okay.
already being creative. So, and I think the more you will have in your collection and the more you are learning, obviously, when you are seeing how maybe they are doing things, maybe yourself, you will be able to. I'm sure of it. I
So
think you will be able to.
first
So
of all, for the trust that you give to me.
I think it's the same way, like maybe with us fragrance consumers, because we are always sampling, and if you had the opportunity to, I think any one of us would love to do that, wouldn't they? So I know I would.
Thank you, Mia. You give me a lot of courage.
Because you are a courageous woman. Um, Claire says that she loves tarot and would love to learn to read.
There
Well,
are,
Claire,
Claire, there are books that really can help you to learn how to read in tarot. Maybe I could make some recommendations, but I don't have it now in my hands. But if you need it, you can contact me and I would show you.
John says that no, you would definitely pay someone to do it. No, John, you don't know if you did, maybe they might put too much ambroxan in it. I'm joking because I know Claire doesn't like ambroxan much. What? Stop
Because
it.
I don't like pancake mix. Okay. We
Claire
can.
says she.
You're welcome.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah, John, I don't believe that. I know, John. I think what's this? Sainsbury's have made you too lazy because they have the pancake mix already. You just pour it in the pan. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Wow, I can't believe it's been what, nearly an hour already. Well, it's been amazing to chat with you. Was there anything, Livia, that you would want to talk about that I haven't mentioned? Was there anything you would like to share with us or you want to tell anyone?
I really believe that we talked about almost everything. I had the intention to answer to your questions because it's not about just me here. It's also about you and about your interests. So I don't feel that there is something left to say. Anyhow, I'm looking for maybe to see or to chat to each other in the future. Now that let me say that I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of getting started, because if you don't try, you are always like, oh my gosh, how is it going to be like? And the moment you do it, it's like, oh, that's fine, I can do this.
Yes,
And I remember even my first live,
so
so
why not? We can do it more in the future if
ab-
you want.
absolutely, absolutely. It's been so amazing to chat with you. And I'm just looking at the comments. Claire says, I need to shut up about my head of Satan's. No, Claire, you don't need to. Livia, just what Claire is referring to is she doesn't like some of the synthetic notes used in fragrances, like too much alcohol, too much ambroxan, and this is what she's just talking about.
It's a very good
Because
observation, and I totally share it. I totally share her opinion. I also I'm also looking to encourage more the natural um,
ingredients,
ingredients exactly. So
absolutely.
because I'm just in the beginning. Well, I must do more research about this, but I totally share her opinion. And anyhow, I really believe that in the future and the next generations that are coming, the next generations of consumers, I mean,
Yeah,
I think after this period of COVID-19 and quarantine and everything, the consumers will be more inclined to look for ingredients that are calming, or that may be ingredients that are offering a more on the way of emotions, and more calming for mind and body, for example. I just thought of this.
do you know what, Andrea? I couldn't agree more. And that brings me to what I was going to say. For example, if you smell synthetic lavender and you smell the natural lavender, the difference, oh my gosh, it's like it's not even the same thing. They
Yes, but
can,
you see, Mia, we are in a culture, and we are in this type of, I don't even know how to say it in English. We all incline, like consumers, to pay even more for synthetics than for natural products. You understand? And actually, I really believe. Sorry to say it, and if I'm wrong, please excuse me. It's just my personal opinion, okay? But it's also the fault of the consumers. You understand? You get what you pay
absolutely.
for. That's why. So if you want something, it's also going from the consumers to the producers.
I know what you mean, and this is where I think sometimes it's very, for me, important to try and support people doing things, a business on a small scale, that they are putting their heart and soul and mind into it, rather than things that are being made in a factory, for example. So,
Yes,
and this goes with a lot of things now, like I'm trying to be a conscious consumer. I'm not
well,
the
that's a
best
great idea.
conscious consumer, of course. I do buy lots of things that really I shouldn't, but I do anyway. But ideally, I'm looking to improve in this. Like, if I can get something from someone that's made it locally, naturally, I would rather do that rather than buy something that's been. For example, I'll tell you, like, if I want to buy a cake, I would rather make myself a cake, or I would rather someone that makes a cake locally makes a cake for me to eat today, rather than going to the shop and buy a cake that's been on the shelf for days or weeks or months, God knows how long. Because someone said that the longer something that you are eating has been on the shelf, the shorter your life is gonna be. So I'm always very conscious of that. And yeah.
Well, that's really great what you're saying here, but this is going also from your own mind, from your inner self, and from your cons- conscient
Conscious, yeah.
conscious.
And Claire is saying that she agrees. Just look at how popular Savage is. Absolutely. I couldn't. I mean, Claire, when you say about Savage, the same thing we are talking about even with Baccarat Rouge, because there is quite a substantial amount of synthetics in that one. So, yeah. And John says it doesn't remember the last time he went to pick the breakfast in front and got a massive headache. How was it? Oh, John, absolutely.
Well, it's also part of the nature, if I can say this.
Yeah, yes, but isn't it nice as well, just to smell something natural, and if it's the flowers as well, the fact that I know that if I want a rose, I can even grow a rose in my garden, smell a rose in my garden. So, it's strangely addictive. Yes, it is. I think in Baccarat Rouge, without I don't want to speculate, don't quote me, but I just feel like it's one that's made like a drug that you do get kind of addicted. But like I've said before, I don't wear the Baccarat Rouge now much because my husband is at home. We can agree to disagree there. Because he just doesn't like it. So when I smelled the Empress, he was like, he actually smelled it first, and I thought he was maybe gonna be wearing Baccarat Rouge. I was like, who sprayed that? And then I was like, oh, until it dried down, I was like, they're not the same, but it's a nice fragrance that can be a good option. Right. Okay. So amazing. It's been amazing to chat to you. And I hope that next time we speak, maybe you will have a question. I know we've spoken about this, that there's going to be more fragrances in the collection. But my question is, will any of the fragrances be launching this year?
Well, this is how I planned, but in this moment, I don't want to reveal more about this. Crossed fingers.
Yes.
We've planned to launch new, more two new cards from our collection, but we are
Brilliant.
still testing. I really want to change, maybe to bring something new in the house. So stay
Amazing.
close, and we will let you know how far we arrived.
Well, we will be looking forward to the candles as well coming to the market. And best of luck. I just feel like we are now hard done by Brexit, because now I know a lot of brands have said they are not able to ship to the UK. They are looking for means they can do this. So fingers crossed that this will be soon, that we can start enjoying fragrances out of Europe again, because I know that this is something we spoke about with Frevias and Miguel as well. So, and another brand did say to me, this is, I think, why it's going to be important for people like Fakwan at arabianperfumes.co.uk, because they are going to be supplying the fragrances from outside within the UK. So if you are here, this would be something that we'll be looking forward to, because otherwise buying individually, and Livia, we had this chat and I said to you about how suddenly it's become so expensive
Yes,
to
it
buy
is.
things
It is.
for from outside. And I was just telling Livia earlier, because I bought just lipsticks. I bought some lipsticks which I thought was a good deal because it was in the sale. And when they arrived, I got charged so much on postage, no, on tax, which I wasn't expecting, because this is essentially a UK company, but somehow they are registered in the US. So then I got charged and I was just furious. And I'm like, I don't want to pay £20 or whatever postage just for a lipsticks. That's too much.
And
That
that's
is
very
too
sad
much.
for
So
you as consumer, and also for the one that is producing it, because all the all the companies, they want actually to make them clients happy, but
absolutely.
the rules are disappointing.
I hope that we will find a way around this, because it will be a shame to just not be able to buy whatever we want, and suddenly we are thinking, oops. We've got Roxana. Roxana said she loves you because, oh, bless.
Yes,
Hi, Roxana.
I love you too, be true. So, well, this is a joke between us.
I
I
did
would
guess
not
that.
like to share it.
Thank you for stopping by, Roxana. So, anyway, Livia, I think we've taken enough time out of your Sunday schedule.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you
I
so
wish
much,
you a
Mia.
good evening. I wish you all the very best with your brand, and I can't wait to see what's coming up. And thank you for sharing so much with us. So, we will let you go. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else to everyone.
Well, I just want to say hello to everyone and to thank to each one of you for following us today, and especially me. I just want to offer to you my congratulations, because the effort to describe a perfume is quite large, as I imagine, because it forces you to verbalize some sensations, and it's really I really appreciate you for this, because the description of a perfume is generally providing a description of the experience of the smell. So you really managed to do this in such a nice way, and
Oh,
I really appreciate you for this.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Livia. It was fascinating.
Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone.
No, everyone is just saying thank you. Isn't she lovely? Thank you very much. And Claire is asking Arabian perfumes. No, Arabian perfumes are not stocking these just yet, but we hope so soon that we will have someone in the UK stocking these. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, Claire, because be nice if we can have a lot of the fragrances that Frevias is stocking in his shop to be available here. So fingers crossed. And Claire says, thank you, ladies. Really enjoyed that. No, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Claire. Thank you also. We're gonna leave it at that until the next time. Thank you all for watching. Livia, you've been an amazing guest. All the best.
Thank you so much. You was a very nice host. Thank you, and have a nice evening to everyone.
Thank you. Do take care. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Right, you guys, it's a wrap. So that's it. We're wrapping things up. Thank you so much for being here. You were amazing, an audience. So I shall be seeing you very soon. Have a great Sunday and a great week ahead. Go and be awesome. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.